First of all, how are things going with you with the campaigning?
Things are going very well. I'm very confident and that this election, free and fair, I'm the front runner.
Hello my country people, another video don come and this video that come out so na for Oga Tinubu. I wey dey talk tell my people say anytime I see Oga Tinubu matter I dey carry Oga Tinubu because Oga Tinubu dey always dey make person dey laugh, dey make you dey look and you dey focus very good. Oga Tinubu don come out today come tell us boku thing. This one Oga Tinubu mole go fair eat cassava garri ewa all this one dey inside dey sweet o. And dem don finish dey go ask Oga Tinubu question say Baba Tinubu, how were you, how everything dey go? He say everything e dey good. He say now dey come ask am say wetin be your plan for us as if you wan enter. Now Oga Tinubu say if dem no do gburugburu for inside belle for inside ground na him dey that seat. Na the man come say na the one of us come say na the man come ask am say wetin you wan do if you enter already? Now he say he go bring security come, he go bring economic come, everything wey Nigeria dey look for he go bring am come. Now the man say very good, pause first. This security wey you dey talk so in 2015 in this very room wey we dey so, now we first ask Oga Baba Bubu wetin you wan do? He say security. He say how to change security, but till today no security wey dey since 8 years. Say you know say na you bring Bubu come inside here, but wetin you come make you say your whole different now? He say you know say na the same road na you and Bubu na e dey. He say no dey deny that one, he dey respect Bubu say because he be senior for their party, he dey respect am. Two of them na be good friend. Now all of us say na im make we dey talk say you get 100%. Before somebody go say 100% assurance na him dey that seat, you know say this thing. He say go bring boku people come, army soldier. Na that man the man come answer say if you bring boku come, you know say you think say you go solve the problem, say security go come dey this country. He say e can work, e cannot work. He say to repair something na dey difficult, to start na dey easy. Na everybody say na true. The main one na the man hit am gboza, na he carry him hand, na he hold him hand. Nigeria come dey look say abeg leave her alone. Na he come ask am say Baba Tinubu, since you dey come wan come be the oga kpatakpata wey Bubu don comot, people wan know, Nigeria people wan know, even the people wey dey use eye dey look Nigeria, they wan know how you take make your money. Na he say pause, una be enemy of money? One of the answer say how you take making money? He say how you take. Now the man say they want us to know because everybody dey hear say na so you go billion, na so you go trillion. We want us to know how you make am. He say he say una know say stock dey, as he buy like estate, he go do am market, he go come sell am, na money go come for there. Now the man say na only this one na you dey do. He come carry am go left, he come shoot leg go right, come shoot leg go up. As the man ask the question he no fit. That man say okay, you know what, since you no wan just give us the question, answer the question, make we move go to the other topic. Now the man come say okay, we get two young ones wey also dey follow you dey go so, like Abubakar and Peter Obi. If they ask you which of them wey you go support, now Baba Tinubu say pause. No of them get the capacity and the wisdom and the knowledge and the technology wey he know for brain wey they no know am. He say na him he no go put one for any of them. All of us wey dey watch am, our remote wey we get for hand e almost fall for our hand. Say Baba we come talk this one now. He say make dem tell am wetin dem know we go make dem say, because that one na 8 years before, na that one go make am go support am. He say e no possible. Na it's okay. Na the man come ask again, okay, all this one say wey you wan do, so you say you wan bring a lot of people come, army and soldier to fight, to bring security come our country. He say yes. And he come even Baba come talk say he fight for Lagos. He say Lagos na as he fight for Lagos, fight the sea, na make am the water no kpeme many people. He say if you no fight am water for kpeme people. He say in time wey before for the annual time for Lagos they dey make 600 million before. He say per annum. He say e owe per month now they dey make 5 billion per every month. If you na let that one, he dey use that dey brag. He dey use that dey brag to say na better thing do for Lagos. He say how you wey take fight for Lagos as state, the way take make Lagos is like a country on e own. No be me talk about my country people. Me na hear am for Oga Tinubu mouth as he take talk this matter. On a good one, good that na good if dey pace at the time when this Oga Tinubu matter how e come take big many people come army and the economy our country. May na watch all the elders he has we put to give for now. All the return subscribers don't watch it for the first time. Na Papa God go bless you. Now I people not forget to share this video. May I like this video for me na comment wetin I think about this video.
First of all, how are things going with you with the campaigning?
Things are going very well. I'm very, very confident and that this election, free and fair, I'm the front runner. That is why I'm getting many arrows.
we'll talk about one or two of the arrows in a bit. Let's talk about your priorities. If you do win the elections in February and you're sworn into office come May 29th, what are your priorities?
Security and economic recovery to accelerated development, to get Nigeria employed and get inflation down. Monetary policy need to be changed. Subsidy need to be decided upon and removed.
Security is a big problem for many Nigerians. And I remember in this very room in 2015, I asked President Muhammadu Buhari when he was campaigning about that issue. And he said, well, we know what we're going to do. We know what we're going to do. The problem still persists. What are you going to do specifically?
It actually reduced. I would defend him for that. Then 17 local governments and about 4 states where we have flags of foreign jihadists in Nigeria. That is no more. That is long gone. To start a chaos is easy. To bring normalcy and redecorate is more difficult. Here we are, barriers degraded, but not completely eliminated as worth. Then we talk briefly of lethal weapons and ammunition and technology equipment that could have helped accelerated the cleanup of those people. The West is yet to feel comfortable enough with the Buhari administration to sell us the arms.
Do you think that will change? That might change with you, or will that change with you?
It could change. It might not change. But we have to look at, alternatives, and those are the mass recruitment of individuals in a volunteer army to really clean up.
So more people in your military forces, security forces, so to speak, as you said during your speech downstairs. Now, I just want to move away from that because I realize we don't have much time. There's also the issue of, Nigerians have lived under this Buhari administration for 8 years now, almost 8 years. Some would say this 8 years has come with a lot of pain and a lot of suffering. You are coming from the same perspective as President Muhammadu Buhari, and you're members of the same political party. You helped bring him in to office nearly 8 years ago. What are you going to do different? Why should Nigerians be voting for you?
Because I'm different. I am Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I have governed Lagos. I built a model state that could be a country on its own. I've led an administration that is so prudent. From 600 million internally generated revenue to 5 billion a month. That's a record. Nobody else can brag about that. I've treated and tamed the Atlantic Ocean surge in Nigeria that will have perished many people in Lagos. The infrastructural renewal of Lagos is excellent. I've continuity in Lagos. Buhari has done his best. I can't run away from him being my friend, my leader in the party. I will not.
Okay, sir. I mean, when you talk about money generated in Lagos, and I want to come to your own personal self. When you talk about, you're a very wealthy man.
How do you know?
Well, you know, I mean,
you are not my accountant.
I'm not in your account, but this is speculation, and it's fine. You can actually rebut it or not. When I look at some publications and they say they are worth 4 billion, some is even more than that, but you refuse to explain where your wealth comes from. I know where you live in Lagos. It's a massive, sprawling mansion that takes up nearly a quarter of a street in a very expensive suburb. Why do you refuse? I mean, don't Nigerians have the right to know where the wealth of their next leader comes from?
Because they got to know how to analyze and how to ask questions, not in the accusatory format. Are they enemy of wealth? If they are not enemy of wealth, investment do yield. I have an example of a Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the country, in America and in the world. It started from stock buying and brokerages. I inherited great real estate. I turned the values around. I'm not denying my wealth. I've not been, I was the most investigated, the most accused governor in the opposition up to, from for 8 years and up to 2007. And since I left the office, I'm still there. I've not taken any government appointment, no government contract.
Yes, but some say the legacy you left in Lagos State was that, you were getting a share of the revenue that Lagos State was generating.
Hey, excuse me, share what? Have they proven it? The World Bank has, IMF has investigated the record in Lagos. What's wrong with them?
And I want to move away from that.
It's envy.
I think you've kind of explained that. We don't have much time. If you are not running for president, sir, you have two main opposition candidates, Abubakar Atiku and Peter Obi, who people are saying, he's the young upstart, and I mean that in a very positive way.
Young where?
Young upstart.
Have they been governor of Anambra 8 years?
Anyway, Your Excellency, if you weren't running for president, which of your two major opponents would you be voting for?
None.
Why not?
Because they are not as competent as any other person out there. They have no track record. None of them is qualified except me.
What do you think about this Oga Tinubu and Oshomole video? When Oga Tinubu say how you take fight the sea when they Lagos, how you take make Lagos be so? How they say they be the enemy of money? This video, my country people, no be only on now go watch this video alone as only be seeing. When I share this video, my country people, reach many people, and don't forget to like this video. When I leave on a comment wetin I think about this matter, and Oga Tinubu wetin your thought say if he be na he be the person go after Oga Bubu, na he be the next person to sit down for them if they not get wuru. As I see my country people, say we can bring her come and still look at the way me I use my corner eye take look at, me I still look at for the phone eye take look at, if na wetin Oga Tinubu talk, if na true. So we go see for our next video, my country people. Remember, do not forget to share, like this video, comment. If not to be the first time they see us, my country people, don't forget to subscribe for us